mentioned in my goals video that I really wanted to go through my inventory. I have some stale inventory. I just have some things I've been holding on to forever, and I really am in this mood to get rid of the old stuff and just do a little bit of a start over. Hi Sequels friends, welcome back to my channel. It is so wonderful to have you here on yet another dreary winter day, and also welcome to the floor of my little storage room where I keep all of my inventory as I'm working on pulling some orders to get out today. It's been a rough start to January for me, I cannot lie. It started out strong and then it just nosedived. It's been like crazy cold here, a lot of snow, and I've lived here in North Carolina for 10 years, but I'm always reminded in the winter that I really think I might be a Florida gal. And it's not even because of the cold, it's mostly just because it's so gray and dreary and there is no sunshine, and sunshine seems to make me happy and gray and dreary seems to make me a bit mopey. So I'm trying to work through that. Go ahead and drop in the comments where you're at and what your coldest temps have been this year, because it has been crazy, we know that. But enough complaining. Being a little bit behind has never stopped me from getting back into it. So that's exactly what I've been doing the last week or so, and actually did get some things done in the month of January as I went through all of my inventory. I mentioned in my goals video, and I'm just going to pull a couple of these items that I need to get out today. I mentioned in my goals video that I really wanted to go through my inventory. I have some stale inventory. I just have some things I've been holding on to forever, and I really am in this mood to get rid of the old stuff and just do a little bit of a start over. A lot of the stuff was gifted to me and it's not moving, and some of it were just bad pickups. And so I'm looking at everything and deciding what I should keep, narrowing down my inventory. I'm going to go ahead and actually donate it. I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to say in the comments to send it to ThriftUp. I've done that a few times. The amount of money I've made just doesn't really seem worth it, so I'm just going to donate and write it off on my taxes. I cannot find what I am looking for. Apparently I can't talk and do this at the same time. So that's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to go through things. I'm going to show you how I made those decisions, and then I'm also going to go ahead and show you the process and the outcome of what my inventory went from. A lot of items and what it's boiled down to now. So let's go ahead and go back in time to January. Such a pretty evening on Sunday to be working on such an interesting project. Okay, so I have my handy dandy spreadsheet up, my list. Well, there's Macari on it right now, but my list perfectly is on one of those bazillion tabs. Cup of coffee, even though it's like 5:30. And I am going through all of my inventory. One, I like to do this at the new year because I get to, double check. eBay drops things off randomly for who knows what reason. So that'll get some things back on. And also I have several things like I've had for quite a long time. It's a beautiful dress. I've had it forever. I've had it forever. And it's time to just move on. So I'd rather get them gone and redonate them and make room for new things. While I'm doing that, and I'm just going through every tote I have, looking at the item and saying, isn't this precious? Saying, is this worth keeping? How long have I had it? Has there been any interest? Has it been on markdown forever? If I decide that I'm not keeping it, I created this pile, which will soon be, don't you hate scented garbage bags? Which will soon go into this. And I have it on my spreadsheet so that I can keep track, because don't forget, you're donating it. It does still technically have value, so you can write it off on your taxes. I'm taking every single item out. This is tote number 1. And I took every single item out, decided whether I wanted to keep it. If I did want to keep it, I quick just double checked the weight on my scale, weighing it, because a while ago I did a shipping video and several people have suggested, why don't you just use calculated shipping on eBay? And I started doing that with all my new listings and I like it. So yeah, I started using calculated shipping because many people had suggested that, and I found that I'm liking it a lot, and I just add in some extra weight there just as I would add in some extra to cover like my packaging and stuff. So I just up the weight a little bit to cover any surprises that may happen, and that seems to be working out good, so I thought it'd be worthwhile to recheck all my measurements. Now I've moved on to tote number 2, and I'll do the same thing, and then I'll start filling up this tote and change the number on my spreadsheet just so that I can, you know, see how many full totes of goods I have. And then I'll throw in here what I'm donating and put it on my donate spreadsheet. So when I'm done with all this, my spreadsheet should be up to date with everything I have in inventory, along with what my current pricing is, along with the current weight. And then what I'm gonna end up doing is double checking all of my platforms, Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and Etsy, to see if they are all still showing up and listed on the platform. If they're not, of course, I will get them listed. The other question will be, are they at the prices they should be? Now, most everything during holiday, I deleted and relisted because you guys know I've been loving me some delete and relist, so I did that. But if there are any other ones that need to be deleted and relisted, then we'll get to that over the upcoming months. Okay, I've gone through all my totes, and so far everything has fit through 1 through 4. But I still have all of these items that I pulled out for Whatnot shows that I need to decide what I'm keeping. Like, I know some of those scarves I'm not keeping, so I'll donate those. And then Mad Max. Oh, he's going through my stuff. And then this tote right here is some more stuff that I Hey, buddy. This is some more stuff that I unfolded and had floating around in totes. So all of that stuff I still need to go through, and then I will rebag it and put it away. Those are my empty totes. This is my donation. Now, this is a thing I always have in my room for donations, and my partner cleaned out his closet, and I cleared out through the jewelry already. So I am going to put all of these on my sheet only because I'm trying to tally how much money I have in donations. So I'm gonna get all these on, and then I'm gonna bag those up so that this tote is empty and ready to be filled again. All right, it's a new day. I've been to the Goodwill bins, so I have a lot of new things right here. Rag says hi. So I've consolidated down to 4 full bins, and I'm starting on bin number 5. 2 donation bags from all of the bins that I went through. So that's where we're at now, and we have all those empty bins. This is the tote of everything that I found in the totes that was not packaged. I need to go through this and confirm what I'm keeping. And as we last left off, I had this rack to go through, which I'm making good progress on. A couple of items that I like, and I've had for a while, and instead of deleting and relisting them, I think I'm actually going to redo photography on them. I have a handful of other items in here that I'm going to redo the photography on. All these items I'm going to keep, and I just need to fold them and repackage them. And I saved all of my packages that I pulled things out of when I did those Whatnot shows. It's feeding time around here, so that's why you might hear little mews. Here's a bunch of things that I went through and that I am going to keep and just need to be packaged as well. So we're moving right along. I'm gonna go through this tote now and get an idea of what I'm keeping, throw it in this chair, and then I have a lot of packaging to do. Another day working on inventory and another snow day. Apparently this is the norm here now. But let me show you the progress that I've made thus far. And I officially have all of the clothes inventoried. I just have a huge stack I'm going to show you right here to put away. Here is the humongous stack of things that used to be on the clothing rack that I have packaged back up since they were all unpackaged for Whatnot shows and they didn't sell, and anyways, they're packaged up now. Ragnar says hi. Packages going out tomorrow. The only thing I have left to inventory are the shoes and the rest of the stuff in the closet. So let me flip you around. And so then we have the shoes to inventory, the jewelry bin to inventory. I've already cleared through it, but I do need to inventory, and some random things in boxes to inventory. And what that means when I say I'm inventorying it, I'm checking to make sure that it's something that I want to keep moving forward. It has had interest. It is worth selling. And then I am making sure that it is on my spreadsheet. I have accounted for it. And then I am also going ahead and weighing it and putting the weight right there, because I am going to go ahead and convert all of my listings to calculated shipping. So that's where we are for today. All right, I'm going to go ahead and let go of some of these pairs of shoes. These are just Dress Barn. They came from a horrible thread-up box, so I was hopeful that I could make some money with them, but I would never pick those up, so I'm going to let them go. Same story with these Universal Thread. Somebody had gifted me these Stuart Weitzman, but I've had them for over a year. They haven't sold. They're down to a low price. The silhouette's just extremely dated, and we all have been saying that heels aren't selling right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and donate these. I've gone ahead and itemized the rest of these shoes. Still have a lot of heels, even though we know they're slower performers, but these are newer, so I'm willing to give them a try. And I have inventoried the jackets in here, the belts, and the hanging things. So I'm gonna get these scooted over, and I just need to go down here, inventory these boxes, and then this jewelry is gonna be what's gonna take a while. All right, so the clothing rack is full of things from the last Goodwill bins haul that I still have to photograph. So those, I don't know, it's 5 o'clock today, so those will probably be on the board for the first thing to do tomorrow. All right, Sequels friends, my inventory is officially done and my room has been reorganized. I moved the double rack back into here, thinking that when I go to the bins or when I do hauls, my laundry room's over here and I'll do laundry and then bring everything in here and then move it into my room as I'm photographing it. So all the pants can move into my room. All the whatever I'm photographing that day will move in, because I usually don't photograph the whole rack in one day. Just to move the plant into the corner to try to contain it. This is usually on the patio, but given it's winter time, it'll be in here. Brent found these bar stools out on somebody's curb and picked them up for me to resell. They're pretty cool, mid-century. They do have some discoloration, but I'm actually thinking maybe Bars Keeper will clean that. I'm not sure. But anyhow, they're right here for now until I get to that, and they're just upside down like that to keep the cats from jumping on them. And then I have been consolidated down to 6 totes. I had 200 and some, almost 300 pieces left after I did the huge clear out. I kept this bin right here because this is where I put things that I'm going to donate, either out of my own closet or if I get something in the bins and I missed a flaw, then I'll throw it in there. And then when that gets full, it's about enough for a bag, a garbage bag to take it to donate. And then here is the leftover bins that I have. And then I have these curtains that I got on eBay. I haven't opened them. They match the curtains in my living room. And I was going to put the rod up here and just drape them down here just so this window is finished. And I've been procrastinating on putting those up, but like I said, now that it's winter time, it's really worth it to get them up because it is freezing out there. Thankfully, the snow is melted, but it's still super cold, as I'm sure a whole bunch of you guys are too. Go ahead and drop your temps down below. I think our lowest this far this year has been 8 with a wind chill of like -10, -13. It's ridiculous. So that's where we're at right now. I just have this table here because it's actually cat litter box in there. Just as a reminder, that room is right next to my room in the office. And this is what it looks like with the smaller rack back in here. So like you could see, everything on this rack is what I'm gonna photograph today. So just enough to get photographed today. Once these are photographed, I'll measure them, fold them up, and put them away. What I've been doing is pulling stuff in here, photographing it, measuring it, and then putting it back in there and letting it sit to put it away, and the flow is just messing things up. So I thought this might work a little better. I also moved my ring light over here because this has become, like we said, kitty cat favorite spot. So my ring light got bumped for the kitty cats. But everything else in here is pretty much the same. I did get my new office chair. And I do have some things to go through in there and clean up, but I have not gotten to that yet. But thankfully, oh, there's some schmutz on my door. And then everything's pretty tidied up in here. Just a few jackets. And my shoes aren't moving the same like they used to, but. So that was a pretty big transformation, and I gave away a lot of things. I am really having a more cutthroat attitude about the things that I have in my closet, as well as the things I'm going to be picking up. And that is something I really need to hold myself accountable for this year. And I have to tell you, it's already starting to work, as I am seeing a pretty decent pickup in my sales right now for February, which if you guys watched my, I think I talked about it in my goals video, March is always the best month I have of all year. So I'm really being diligent about picking things up and really out there thrifting, because I want to beef up my shop for spring. And if we didn't need more proof that it's spring, look at one of the items I'm sending out today. What's more spring than bunnies? Bunnies. How stinking cute is that? I got that in the bins, and it is going out today. So I know other people are thinking of spring like I am. So let me know how you guys are dealing with your inventory. Are you having similar ideas to where you're like ready to start over and be really intentional? Or is what's working for you and you're gonna continue? Let me know in the comment section below, as I love to hear from you guys. If you made it this far in the video, heck, you are a trooper. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you are a Sequels BFF. You might as well consider hitting that like button on your way out, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And I also have plenty of other behind the scenes videos you can check out as well. Thanks for watching, friends. Bye.